Greetings, everybody. We have returned once again to continue on with our evening of entertaining the masses. All of them.
Does 9 count as a mass?
They're massing.
Potentially.
Don't worry about
You
it.
just wait. It's a slow build.
Mhm. So, in this portion, we are going to be getting into the new Boker 2021 releases.
Sure.
Das ist guten, ja.
All
I
64
believe it's
of them.
pronounced Boker.
And because Blade HQ's website is not the easiest to navigate at the moment, when you're looking for 2021 releases, we're stealing Blade HQ's, so feel free to follow along.
So if there's anything that the Germans are good for, it's using a soft R sound, for sure. Bokier.
Yes.
Or else we don't exclude that.
Oh, I'm gonna banish myself from the chat, Jesus.
Apparently, Mr. Fisk definitely counts as mass. Self-burn, I think.
Well, speaking of self-burn, look at Boker's first knife.
What's this about burning?
The Italian classic.
The Boker Magnum belongs in any sort of made-in-China gas station.
Hey, the blade material's 440. Don't worry about what kind, just...
That's better than some of them. Some of them they don't even say. So
This
it's
is
already
true.
got to step up. Anyway, yeah.
This is true.
We're going to dive in.
It's like an M-Tech, but more expensive.
Just
Yes, no.
just a heads
Yeah,
up.
no doubt. Next
Yeah.
time.
So, just for those watching live, shout out any requests if you want us to take a closer look at anything we're scrolling by. Otherwise, we're just going to pick and choose what to talk about here, because there's a lot. Like
This one,
Magnum Vox.
what's a Magnum doing at that price point with D2?
Well, you see, I don't know. It's using my
It's a
card.
Magnum. It's not a plus. That should be a plus. That should be a plus at that price point. That should not be a Magnum.
Well, it's made in China, you see. So it's,
So are a lot of the pluses.
don't worry about it.
Speaking of Boker, what's your Quaken? It's China, isn't it? It's not Taiwan.
No, it should be
I know,
Aren't
Taiwan.
the
yeah.
Boker pluses
They're all
mostly
over
made
the
in
map.
Taiwan?
No, they're all over the map, man.
Okay.
They dabbled on that with the Blade HQ video as well, talking about how they were made in the States, how they were made in Taiwan, China.
Buenos Aires.
Well, there's the Arbolito stuff, which is Argentina, isn't it?
Yeah, that's where Buenos Aires is in Argentina.
Okay, so those things, yes.
Yeah.
Finger guns.
I'd like this knife if the next one, like the clawy one. Do we care about the Vox? Are we on to the next knife?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does anyone like?
It's a fixed blade.
It's like
It
I
looks
don't.
like a knife.
Yeah, how big? 5-inch blade? Meh, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Too
Yeah.
much money.
Yeah. Too much money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the polar bear dollars, think about it, man. If it's
Yeah.
160
What's the bison
American,
cost again?
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the Boker, the Corvus, the claw knife thing was too much money. I'm like, it's like 40
No.
American.
$30. Yeah.
that's next knife. Joe next knifed us. All right, let's do this.
Joe next knifed us,
Yeah.
for the record.
Kind of pin it on him. Shh.
That's how many knives we got to go through.
Yep.
All right,
Those
seven-
finger choils look awkward.
Yeah. So they're
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume a 2-finger grip. Blade length is 2.5 inches. It's a little guy. Paul's probably gonna buy it and neck knife it.
I like it. I like it. No, it's chubby, but I like it. Like the top's little bird, kind of mini tough, but
Yeah.
hawk build.
It doesn't look like a bad utility blade for sure.
Next knife.
Utility, nothing. Anyway, next knife. We should talk.
I don't want to
about
get
this
too
next knife.
deeply into it.
We're Canadians. Don't worry about it.
I wanted to be offended by Joe's comment about the neck knife,
But you know.
but there's one over here, and there's one right there. So there's not really much I can say. There's two within reaching distance,
You know what else is in reaching
but
distance?
none on my neck.
I got this
This
pile
next
of
knife.
knives back here. Anyway,
Yep,
next
yep.
knife. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to talk about this next knife.
Yeah, it's 440A. It's stainless steel frame lock. It's spring assisted. It looks like vaguely like the Hussar from Rook. And by vaguely, I mean it very much looks like the Hussar from Rook.
Vaguely nothing. Like it's
That's my point.
I want to know who.
My point exactly.
I want to know who Rake stole it from before them, because obviously it's not an original design. So like,
So there's
yeah.
2 different names for this knife on this page. The top, the Boker Magnum Rogue.
Roger.
Roger
Yeah.
Spring Assist.
But-
Yeah, so the Roger. Yeah.
Down at the bottom in the coming soon, it says the Boker Magnum Gogue.
Yeah,
Rogue. It's like Hogue with a G.
they mispronounced Rouge in both instances. Rogue. So who the hell knows what this knife is actually called? But yeah, it's 440A. So if you like that stuff, sure.
Okay then. And spring assisted. They spring assisted a rake knife, not ball bearing.
I can't say a lot bad about 440A. I just bought a whole bunch of knives at 440.
This description does not belong to this knife. They say the handle was made out of black G10. That is not black G10, is it? I thought they said it was a stainless steel frame lock.
It looks like G10 to me.
Okay, it is G10 on the one side. I assumed it was like a black wash stainless steel handle.
You get one picture. You get one picture of it.
That's it.
Next
so
knife.
yeah.
Next knife. Who cares about this knife? I don't care about this knife.
Not I. Next knife.
There's 2 of them, by the way. In 2 colors. Yeah.
Curly birch and green curly birch.
Holy shit on the price point. Look
So
at you guys go.
there's a couple of things here. I'm going to bring up the green one because it's green. There's a couple of price points here where it's kind of like, all right. So they're asking 440C, or sorry, asking, wow, 579 MSRP for 440C.
Oh,
That's
Look at that green handle.
Sure is green.
Look at how shiny those bolsters are.
It's integral. So the entire thing is one solid chunk of. That's why the cost is so high. Okay, I get
Screw
it.
you, hippie.
I don't care.
I get it, but damn.
With today's technology, there's no way it should be that much.
Well, realistically, they would drop forge it, then clean it up, but I'm assuming they machine it from a full billet. That's the only thing that makes sense with that price point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we should be angry about that.
Next knife.
Yeah.
Yep.
Overpriced sons of bitches.
The Kalashnikov liner lock in Damascus. So they've done this knife a few different times, I think.
Yes, the Kalashnikov has been done.
The virus pattern Damascus steel blade forged from genuine AK-47 barrels. Okay, so it's another gimmick knife from them, but I mean there is a market for that kind of thing, so I'm sure it'll sell well.
I would take this Damascus with the history of this Damascus with this price point over the last piece of crap that we just looked at for 440.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Can we be upset about the fact, though, or is it weird to anybody else that it's a German company making a Russian guns?
Like, the Russians share with everybody.
They didn't exactly get along, you know.
If you looked at statistically, I bet you there is a lot of AKs in a lot of other countries other than Russia.
Yeah, there's a lot. Anyway, not
they're
going
out
to
that.
I'm not touching that.
There's enough to melt down and turn into knives, even.
Yes.
It's got a
next knife.
Yeah.
Well, what?
Oh no, I was just gonna mention the blade length, and that was it. So
how big is it? Sorry.
I think it's 9 inches overall. Yeah, okay. 9 inches overall, 3.8 inch blade.
Okay, so you're getting a lot of bang for your buck then. At least it's like full size knife. Yeah.
They didn't cheap out with something tiny.
Next knife is actually a pretty knife.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate the look. At least that price point's pretty high. But okay, did they do anything special with this?
The Sherman tank one.
That's right. That's what that was. Okay, I actually really don't like this photo. In video, this knife looks a lot better. I will say.
And sorry, that's not the knife. I meant more sleeve Bowie. Sorry. As far as the blade shape itself goes, and it's not as expensive as the Integral or the last AK-47 one.
Yeah,
I think it was American made, and there's not a tariff on them because they're not coming out of Germany.
Okay, so on that point,
the country of origin is Germany, apparently, isn't it?
Oh, crazy!
Yeah,
but like the blades are forged by
Chad Nichols.
Yeah, in the U.S. So maybe that counts because they're exporting and importing. I don't know.
Interesting, because we might as well talk about that. That in the video, the Boker rep did actually talk about the super high tariffs
The
trying to
Boker
go.
rep. The CEO of Boker, my good man.
Is that okay? Whatever.
Both. He's both.
He could be two things.
He could be two things. Why shouldn't he? Yeah.
Wait, oh, you want me to do two things? Man, I'd call my lawyer if dialing the phone wasn't such a hassle.
Now I need to go watch Futurama again.
He didn't play underneath the walnut tree.
Anyway.
Next knife? I don't know. I don't even know.
It's kind of, this is a really cool knife. But next knife. Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, next knives.
Okay, so we're going to skip a few of these, but are there any one in particular you guys want to take a closer look at? There's a Junior Scout Spear Point.
Okay,
and, yeah.
I'm going to say right now that they, as traditionals, Boker looks like they make a pretty decent one, and with the Damascus steel and whatever, but they don't have the, like...
Look at that price tag.
Dude,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. You're paying for... It's like you're paying for an Integral with 440C.
What,
It's crazy. It's crazy.
what were you saying,
You're
Dennis?
buying a Pena. Excellent.
The lines on them are very... I guess you can't complain because they're old school traditional lines, but they're very shuttery. They don't have a good flow like a Pena, like some of the GECs, like some of the Northwoods where they've got, like I've got the Little Bay, and like the Little Bay Barlows compared to a Boker Barlow, they don't even look like they can be in the same category of Barlow. Sorry.
So the one small thing I wanted to point out, and I'll highlight it on this
Barlow.
knife. The lock bar actually has a hump that extends beyond the frame of the knife.
I don't like that.
That's weird. I've seen it happen on a couple of manual Italian stilettos, some old vintage ones, but I haven't seen it too often on these types of knives.
Those black
Deal with that random hole in the scale.
The what? Oh, the hole?
Slot.
I have no idea what that's for. Yeah.
I'll tell you tomorrow. I don't know what that is either.
Fair enough.
Oh. I see. This Damascus bladed collector's knife is very special. The 98K is a way to carry a piece of world history in your pocket every day. So this is made with parts from the German Mausers.
There you go.
That explains...
And that top tab thing, I wanted to comment. The Black Cats, the Mercators. The Gangs of New York style blade, whatever type of thing. They've got that same tabby lock.
I completely forgot about those, yeah.
And tabby as in the lock, not the cat. But yeah.
It can be two things.
Why shouldn't it?
A cat-shaped button.
It can be two things.
I love the colors on the Boker Uno Trapper here, but that's about all I have to say about it. I like the colors.
Thanks for joining us again there, Darren. Glad you're back, brother.
Indeed.
Next knife.
Yeah, I'm just going to skip over these plain traditionals. So there's the Boker Junior Scout.
How is it different? It's pretty much the same thing. It's just a clip pointy traditional with a normal lockback. They made a 112, it looks like, and charged integral 440C prices. I'm telling you. It's like they're half a gold class.
Well, this one may as well be full gold class. There was the Boker Plus Rexford collection, the frame lock.
We're not talking gold class emissaries. I mean, that's introductory gold class type of thing, right?
I suppose, but at least you're getting marbled carbon fiber M390 and
Fruber. Next knife. This one's worth talking about, even though we'll never touch it.
The Rexford? Yep. Yeah, that's the one I've got up on screen right now. Yeah, I kind of wish they had a second picture of the clip. They only have the one picture. Is it just plain titanium on the reverse side? I seem to remember that being the case, which is stupid, really. But
it's a frame lock, dude.
I don't give a shit.
We'll never see it. Limited edition, way overpriced. Next knife. We got 3 pages to go through here, boys.
Yeah.
Well, before we skip on, I'll just have to point out that the reason Dennis mentioned that this knife is worth being talked about is it's actually Italian made, being made by Fox Knives for Boker.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, using M390 carbon fiber and titanium.
Yep.
That's
Carbon fiber.
Yeah.
But I think it's limited, and they're probably going to be sold out quite quickly with retail.
Yeah. think they said 500 pieces.
It'll say in the description here, I'm sure. Yeah, 500 worldwide. Next knife.
Next knife.
Next knives.
Yeah,
Okay, we might as
these
well
stupid
skip
things.
the 2 Tac Force looking black and silver blades and go to the one that they mentioned in their
The Starfighter. Yeah. So
Go
those.
ahead, Paul.
What's going on, John?
Hey, John.
Hey.
Hey, John.
I will say about the Magnum Intricates compacts, they look like the OTFs. They're not. They're not.
No.
The Starfighter is a folding.
That thing looks like a bad dragon dildo. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah, next knife.
Next knife. Speaking of next knife, how much do I want this next knife to be a good knife and not a piece of crap that it's going to be?
The Starfighter,
Oh
you
my
mean?
God. No,
No, we said next knife, Joe.
No, screw you.
I know.
Next knife.
I know. I know.
The Cobalt liner lock Magnum blubbity blub, blue and gray. Man, if you even had to put like some 440C in there or some D2.
So you want a stretched out 456? Because that's a stretched out 456.
No, it's a Pelican. It's way more of a Pelican than it's a 456. It's kind of actually with the butt end of that 456. You're right, man.
Yeah, and then it's very like it's just take off that corner right there and just do the straight line and like it's very 456y.
You stretched it out. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's this Rook with a flipper.
You get that piece of garbage off the screen.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
No, it's not, Joe.
It's got almost identical lines. It's probably better to hold in hand, but it's same shit.
Anyway, next knife. I wish this thing was a lot better than it's going to be.
Yeah. Aesthetically, it's intriguing, but yeah.
I don't even care about the next
You
knife. To tell you the truth, I could go to the knife after that.
I was going to say, when you guys say next knife, I immediately jump to the next knife. So if you make comments about the last knife we're on, I get super confused. Just saying.
Next knife.
The little...
Sorry, right. I have to.
Little lamb foot. I'm going to start saying the names out loud so we know what we're looking at.
Yeah, I would go to the little lamb's foot.
Yeah.
The only reason why we keep saying comments is that we're dealing with the delay as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So looking at the little lamb foot again, there's only one picture. They say it's a frame lock, G10 and blade material, stainless steel. Oh, but the description does say 7CR.
You bet it does. So they made themselves a pillar.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, that whole.
And then they were like, "Hey, wait, how can we Kershaw up this pillar?" They're like, "Blue anodized spacer." You bet. Let's do it.
Yeah. Pivot color.
Taking a page from CRKT.
Just gonna put that Rook back into frame for a second.
Rook, Kershaw. Yeah.
I warned you about that piece of garbage. Take it off the screen.
Next knife.
All right, the Boker Magnum Alpha Kilo Liner Lock assisted knife. This thing's assisted. All right.
Okay, next knife. I don't even.
Yeah.
No comment whatsoever.
Yeah, assisted gambit.
So this is
the other one. I wish they would make a nice knife of that because it looks kind of fancy.
The milled one. Yeah.
The milled one. Yeah.
It's not the worst looking thing.
I think I could actually say that for probably the next 2 or 3, to tell you the truth.
Actually, the Magnum Nice, they call it the Magnum Nice lockback knife. Come on. All right, that actually does look.
It's not their shitty lockback knife. It's the nice one.
Well, it's nice, but they don't tell you what the blade steel is.
Yeah, as well as the long lead EDC. Like those all have potential to be half decent if they were to throw something half decent.
They even put micarta for the handle material, but they still don't tell you what the blade steel is.
It's high quality stainless, my friend.
Pack this knife into your EDC and grab a tally counter and start racking up those nice reactions.
Nice.
So even if you jump to the second page, Joe, you can look at a whole bunch of other like slip jointy things.
There's one of them over there that I like.
I wanna subtly next knife you into the second page here.
I'm not in a second page here. I just opened up so it shows all of them at once.
Talk about the new
never mind.
Quakens.
Yeah.
The Quakens? Not quite there yet, but we can get there.
Okay.
There's the long lead slip joint.
Again, potential if they made it with quality parts, but they didn't.
7CR G10. Yeah.
And same with the shiny slip joint.
Yeah,
same thing.
Don't hate the looks of that. What
if
the hell?
They made it with some quality parts.
I'm just gonna quickly tab through these images. 7CR, Slippy. Okay, so they're really liking the 7CR this time around.
The triple S point I don't care about. It looks like it should
No.
be under made in Chinese.
And now we're on the Kihan spring-assisted knife with green G10.
They want to push these. You can tell.
Well,
because,
MSRP is 120 and it's D2. That's a
they're
step.
D2, and then there's copper with this funky stonewash. You can see that they're trying to make this a knife that might be popular. I don't know.
I'm kind of intrigued by the copper one. It's got a funky finish.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'll bring that
after
up. After
putting copper on my propper, that's
Copper
right.
on my proper.
The copper proper. The weight is so crazy when you're starting to put copper scales on stuff.
Copper's dense. Although it is nice to see a two screw construction. That's cool. It looks clean. I like it.
I do like that finish.
Next knife.
So the next ones. Oh yeah, the Quakens. So I was kind of excited to see these revealed. So they have 3 variants that we have up on the screen. There's the titanium, Cocobolo, and black G10. All of them are using VG10, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Are they now?
POG.
Yeah, they sure are. So, I guess I should have left those guys up there. The price points. So titanium MSRP is 120, Cocobolo is 100, and G10 is 90. So, okay.
Comments?
This
is the one that they're pushing, I think, for this year.
I'm actually interested in the Cocobolo one. I kind of passed on the Urban Trapper with Cocobolo in the past, and I don't know. I like this a little bit more.
I'm gonna say it. They've been copying companies all year long, and all of a sudden CRKT comes up with a flipper CEO. And they're like, "Hey, wait, we can flipper a CEO too, and then call it one of our own knives." And then we did that.
That's only fair because CRKT copied the CEO as a Quaken.
Well, yeah,
it's back and forth.
It's all iterative.
Yeah.
If they do a copper version of this knife,
Jeff Parks has got his crossbones, and he's just like, "I'm dead."
Yeah.
It's very personal steak knife.
Just sitting over here with my Boker knives. It's been out for like 4 years.
Yeah. Well, if we jump onto the next knife, that was going to be my comment about it, Paul. It looks like a personal steak knife, like
it totally does
from the shop.
Yeah, this one sure does.
For sure, it does. Does it have a carpenter lock? It's D2 though. It's
liner
nicer.
Lock. Wait.
Okay.
It's got a CEO pommel.
How did I miss that one?
I don't think I want a CEO anymore.
So, if you've ever thought about wanting a Shun's personal steak knife, but then having a pill crusher on the bottom just for your convenience, is it tipped down? Is there even a pocket clip? This knife includes a pocket clip. That's good to hear. That's what the description says.
It includes one. It's not attached to the knife. You just have a new pocket clip. There you go.
Huzzah!
It fits your Benchmates. Don't worry about it.
It doesn't say left, right, deep carry. It's just very bottom.
Okay, pocket clip says tip up.
Yep.
Tip up, right hand carry, guaranteed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. Next knife.
Next knife.
Okay, cute little OTF. Wish we could have them.
And Balisongs. Look at all of the Balisongs.
Okay, the next few are autos and Bally's, so for the benefit of our American viewers, go fuck yourselves. How dare you get these?
The benefit.
Yeah. And how dare
that sentence.
I'm very jealous. Can you tell? Can you tell how jealous I am?
Oh, I love you, Joe.
Okay, for the record, D2 Bally's for $86.
So
even MSRP of 99 and 115.
They did say that they were trying to hit that middle of the road market between like the higher level productions and the cheaper cheaps.
What that means is we're trying to undercut Kershaw for a D2 Valley.
Yes,
that's what that means.
Hey, good. The more competition.
I can say that because I don't get to sell Bally's either way, so I can totally be impersonal about the conversation and be like, yeah. eat it, Kershaw USA. Come to Kershaw Canada, and then we're okay, right? Like,
Man, yeah, I'd like to own a few of these.
Anyway,
But
next
you
knife.
can't. So next knife.
The lockback, the Boker 3000. Hey, talk about
Okay.
your pistol grip, Nigel. Holy shit.
Yeah, no kidding.
What's
Holy
this?
cow! Look at the price. Why does this deserve this price?
Because it's made of 440C.
Boker 3000.
Nickel silver curly birch 440C. Come
That's not curly birch.
That sure is not curly
No,
birch.
but I'm gonna pretend it is because that's what they call
It's
it.
a very curly
That's
birch.
what they're calling it, and
Do
then
they-
all of a sudden they're putting some sort of stag handle on it
So they
Yeah.
okay. So yeah,
with
it
a
is-
mirror finish, and that looks like a brushed satin nickel finish. or
Whoever is
something.
doing Blade HQ's website in recent history is maybe drunk.
A little bit, it
little bit.
seems.
Yeah.
I think their pricing
So-
is drunk.
Okay. So keep in mind, American MSRP for German-made goods. They did say that the German stuff is going to cost an arm and a leg. They know it's going to be pricey because it's coming from Germany. There's tariffs and shit that they have to pay for.
Still.
For the
Get
American
for
market,
World War.
I don't think it's related to that.
Okay, next knife. Anyone standouts? And I'm talking about next knife as far as the traditionals goes. But is there any standouts that people want to talk about? Because shit, there's a ton of traditionals.
There's
we came
that
up
one Barlow that they did that looks really nice.
The Barlow.
with. Oh, why does
I don't know
that
if it's
one?
on this page or it's the next page.
Why does that one have to be N690? I hate you.
Which one?
There's a Boker Barlow Prime EDC
Oh yeah.
acid wash blade.
Uh-huh.
My car to handle. It's sexy. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of these that look really nice.
Anyway, but it's N690, and so it ruins everything, and so I hate them.
What about the one with Jute Micarta?
Oh, okay. So they pretended on the video that, oh, we're so innovative for doing these micarta linered slip joints. It's like that's been happening for such a long time in the knife world now that I don't know. Like even
Well,
CRKT
they
was
did
doing that
first.
some years ago. They weren't.
They
doing
They
it
said
first.
so, therefore it's true.
They're asking too much money for all of these things.
Okay, where are they made? Are these also all German made? I mean, they're traditional, so probably.
They're not all German made.
That's
I guarantee.
German. That's German.
Oh,
They're all Germany. They're all made in Germany.
interesting. That is actually interesting.
So, oh man, okay, because yeah, a lot of these actually I don't mind the look of, but Jesus, there's no way I'm going to be paying those kinds
These
of
are
prices.
better
I
than
like the bottle opener, like the second blade bottle opener on some of those.
Yeah, they don't look bad.
I like that combo.
Okay. Out of curiosity, can somebody look up on the Boker website? I guess I could do it here, but then that means
Boker's
I stopped
website is
scrolling
way
through.
behind. I don't think these knives
Oh.
are even on Boker's
Okay.
website. Right?
I just wanted a price compare. I wanted to see what they would go for in Germany and then convert that to American dollars to see what the comparison is.
The reason that I had in the group chat that I was struggling to find is because that's why we're on Blade HQ's website right now and totally
Right.
stealing their.
I wasn't
But
sure
next-
if they had,
Do
nothing
we
up
get
or
next
anything up.
knife?
Um,
The Cub?
Next knife.
Fixed blade? Any more comments?
If we're skipping the fixed blade, it
The
doesn't.
Cub. I think that's the next
The
knife
Cub,
on.
yeah,
Yeah.
2 different handle variants. They're, damn it, they're made in Germany. Yeah, so they got a 440C.
N690,
N690.
motherfuckers.
Okay, and still 215 American. Again, pricey.
Sorry, I'm hating on N690, and I shouldn't, but I should.
For that price point, you should.
Yeah.
For that price point, you most definitely should.
Give me rake pricing with titanium and ball bearing, and then I'll pay $160 polar bear dollars for it, or whatever it is. Yeah.
I have no strong feelings.
Next knife. What is this mammoth? This is sexy as hell. but
The Junior
overpriced.
Scout spear point. Yeah, that
You're-
thing is kind of cool.
N690.
Mammoth tooth?
600 MSRP. So even assuming the tariffs like double the cost, that's still like a $300
It's a
pocket knife.
mammoth tooth knife, dude.
I don't give a shit, dude.
Kitchen knife, but a couple of these are actually not bad. If the Santoku wasn't made out of 440C,
Oh,
I'd be more interested.
we're off of the mammoth tooth already.
Oh, get off of that. Look at the price. Next knife.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Apparently.
Sorry.
All right. So
Nigel,
there's
comment on that if you want to.
on what?
On which one?
The mammoth tooth. Sorry, you were jumping ahead, and I shocked you when I was like, "What? kitchen knives, but yeah.
Yeah, no, like it was just midstream, and also you're talking about something else, and you shocked Joe as well there.
Sorry, yeah. If
Yeah.
you guys want to comment on the Mammoth Tooth thing, but like, yeah. I don't
Keep
know.
in mind, it's only 8:30. We're not in a terribly huge rush right now. We're over. We're almost done. So
Another 10-15 minutes to go on this segment.
yeah.
Okay. I suppose our first one ended early too, but yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all to the good though. Gives us more time here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the look of that the Anso, the pier.
You just click on that thing and we'll have a conversation about it, you sons of
Mhm.
bitches.
200.
Yeah, the little Perry knife.
It's 154, and it's 205 American. It's not the worst price I've seen for those materials, but jeebus.
That's
It's-
a fancy looking paring knife.
But
What's the blade
58
thickness?
to 61 is okay. 0.06 is slicey as goddamn hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paring knife, yeah.
And if you made a like some sort of cross draw, something little belt sheath for this, it would be a sweet little EDC knife.
Yeah.
It would rival that TRC Splinter / Freedom that the Dutch Bushcraft boys just reviewed.
Mm-hmm.
This thing would be a cool little
Yeah.
offering. Yeah.
Mhm.
I like it. Next knife.
Next knife. This one impresses me for a kitchen knife. Anyway, next knife. Yeah.
So there's the Boker Forge 3.5-inch pairing. It looks like a Henkel's. I don't really have any other comment other than that.
Yeah.
Um,
No. But next knife.
The Nesme Pro.
That's a good looking knife.
It's cute. It's like a Boker gnome grew up. It's like, but just a little.
Okay, just for the record here, I'm going to show you guys here. I was looking on my phone. I'll put it up here. And I was looking on my phone the other day at some White Mountain knives, and you scroll through, and then you all of a sudden get to, where did it go? There it is, right there. The Nesme Pro, as I highlighted, and you can't see it because it's
that
on my
white
phone.
That's a nice white screen you got there.
Very
It's
white.
because it won't load. I have too many things going on.
But what was
Fair enough.
what were you gonna tell us?
Oh Jesus! As soon as I saw that knife, I like actually favorited it on my like pages that I was looking at because it's a cool little blade, and Jesper Box and a gnome, and micarta with D2 at a reasonable price.
Mhm.
They have
That's good.
They have $400 440Cs on this.
Dude, this is China made.
Of course it is.
That's
So?
why.
That's
No.
okay.
I'm not saying don't buy it because of that. I'm just saying that's why this isn't 200. It's
Racist.
Chinese.
Or
We don't get-
400.
We don't get a Rockwell though. They're not going to tell us that.
No.
Where they did on other blades, but anyway.
I gotta assume it's around 60, maybe a little bit lower, but
Out of all the Boker knives that came out, this is my pick of everything for 2021.
good
As soon as I
price.
saw it, I was like, "This is cool." Yeah, and it's small. Don't get me wrong. It's like I have a Boker Rhino Viper Barus. Small is what you're looking at
Mhm.
for this thing.
Right.
Like it's
Next knife. It's another
Is it
auto.
this small?
no, that thing's a monstrosity.
Sin against God. All right, so there's the Bokers, the Plus Strike in brass and in copper. Again, screw you guys. Those would have been fun knives to play with patinas, but yeah.
How many minutes do you think it would take to patina it, Joe?
2.
Have you ever thought to yourself that I need an automatic knife for quick deployment, and then you're like, "Hey, no." But I need to slow that down by making it really hard to get out of my pocket.
I need it to
because
be a
it's
brick.
17 ounces. Yeah.
Well, no.
What
It's
is-
like it's like a what is it for impact? You know, it's supposed to make it more effective as a non-lethal impact device, right? Because it's a
was
literal
gonna
lump
say-
of copper in your hand.
I was gonna say, if it doesn't fire, you can throw it at them.
It's 8.4 ounces for both, but I don't know if that's the same density at all compared to maybe a Plus Strike. I'm gonna guess is in the 3.5 ounce, maybe 4 ounce realm for a normal Boker
What's
Strike.
the handle material on a regular Plus Strike?
Uh,
G10?
aluminum or G10 or something.
G10 all day.
What's going on, John in Mississauga?
Good evening.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
That's the end.
That is-
Favorites. We got a couple minutes to kill. So favorites, boys. I expressed mine already.
Tell me what you like.
Um,
I was going to say Nigel, but he looks confused, so maybe Paul.
No, I was waiting for what you're about to finish that sentence with.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, I can go. I think just because I really enjoy the novelty aspect of the Damascus meat out of the tank barrels and stuff,
yeah.
I like that Sherman tank one.
It's kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a wide
nice.
blade too. That's only a 3-inch long blade, so it's kind of burly.
It's like a stubby sleesh buoy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
squished down type of. Yeah.
Don't dislike it.
What's going on, Francis?
Yeah,
Ben in chat just said, "Sweet, we got 12 people watching." That's like what, a 25% increase?
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
You're a 25% increase. What's your favorite knife, you son of a bitch?
Probably the Quaken Lights. I have a soft spot for these knives. The Air, yeah.
You want a Boker CEO is what you're looking for?
No, he didn't say he wanted the Kaizen. He said he wanted the Quaken.
I don't necessarily want either one. I probably will get a CEO and be happy with that. But if I was to buy one, I'd probably buy that Nest Monkey looking one that we were just looking at there. That you like.
Oh, yeah.
That price point's kind of hard to beat for another box.
I think it's going to be like Azula Chubby with the micarta handle too. I think you're looking at with the rounded handle. I think
They
that's
don't-
the chub
Are you trying to
you're
discourage
looking
me
at.
from neck knifing it? Because you won't stop me.
They don't say how thick the blade is, but I imagine it's
It
got to
should.
be.
No, it's just blank. Okay,
yeah,
I see.
they have the category, but they don't say. Yeah.
For the record, there's websites like I was trying to bring up on my white screen of a phone. They say add to cart already on this knife. So
Nice.
Okay. Cool.
yeah, it might be out in the wild already. I haven't seen Instagram or social media pictures of it yet, but I'm hoping. Yeah. So
I'm hoping it turns out good.
me too.
So, I guess for me, the favorite that I can't have is probably the USB OTF because it's just cute and adorable, and that name is so stupid. For things I can get, it's probably gonna be the Quaken Air.
So before you get too far, my favorite part of the video is when they were talking about the name of the USB. And the CEO guy was like, yeah, some idiot named it that. It's like, it was me.
Yeah.
He loved telling people that he was the idiot that named it.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't care. I named it the USB because I wanted to. I'm not solid. Like they were talking about the action or whatever, but the sound of it, I guess for the price, for $60, but the sound of it sounded off in the Blade HQ video. It didn't sound like nice, positive, chinky.
It looked like
action.
It looked like some sort of zinc alloy for the handle, just from the wear. It looked really cheap.
I don't know.
Wrong,
and that
but
might be the harmonic because
they
of
are
the handle.
they are saying it's aluminum, by the way. Yeah.
It could be wrong, but it just kind of sounded like, to me, because of how short the blade is, it had a very short action, so it was just a very quick.
I suppose, but if you
that might have been it. Yeah,
listen to the Protex or even the small Microtex, the little chubby fat ones that come out, they don't ring the same. And sometimes I have that ring go hand in hand with like a weak like coil mechanism or spring or something, right? Like it's
the ring is usually.
I hope I'm wrong, but
nice for sure.
Yeah. So, well, and even on the no knives, when you hear it, sometimes you're like, yeah, something is not tight enough to dampen those.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like if you watch video of like the Lightning, that knife has a lot of reverberance in it. Right.
And there's different kinds of out the front track mechanisms too. So there's some where there's always one spring in compression and one in expansion, and there's others which only are in slight tension until you activate the switch. So that could also be part of the harmonics, just acting differently from mechanism to mechanism.
Nigel, your final favorite? Hey.
Was the Sherman tank one.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah, you said that. Sorry. My bad. I'd also like to throw an asterisk Joe moment up and say some of these magnums that are lockback micarta but no name stainless, there's 3 or 4 of these that I'm like, holy cow, you have made these some sweet knives, and hopefully they are. Some of them say they're 7CR.
You might even say they're nice.
Some of them, yeah.
Well,
no,
there was one called the nice. So. Damn it!
even the long lead slip joint, it's 7CR black G10 rounded. A couple of these knives have potential to not be garbage.
Yeah.
But they're Boker Magnum, which scares me.
Mm-hmm.
And why does it scare you, Dennis? Because we have a few minutes to talk about that.
Because the mermaid exists.
You know why it scares me.
I know why, but the viewers, mainly, they may not know why.
Inconsistent tolerances, they know why. It's inconsistent tolerances. Is why, because they're all over the map.
I have to say that also held me back from what were they called? I think it's the Boker Nori carbon fiber handle, weird prongy flipper tab thing.
You mispronounced that.
Was it Nor? Is it not Nori?
No, you said carbon fiber. You said carbon fiber.
Oh. Fuck, you got me. Oh.
I had to.
That was well done.
Brutal. Well,
so yeah, I think we'll wrap that up nicely here for the second portion. Just touching on the note of John's comment in the chat there. Chances are we would do better if we advertised a bit more, but we're all not very social or socially media adept, and we don't really Facebook much. So if there's anyone out there that feels free to share and like and subscribe and do all that, Joes, go ahead.
I have joined the CKG group, and I'm kind of planning on posting something over there, but I don't want to spam and upset anybody. So,
yeah, that too.
Yeah,
online courtesies and all that. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, we shall head off on a break here and return shortly soon to get into the new Cold Steel 2021 products.
Oh, we's gonna talk.
Oh yeah, we will. So yeah, go off and empty out your bladders, refill your drinks in the appropriate orders, and we shall return shortly.
We don't need bigger knife. Yeah.